Hey everyone, Merry Decemberween. I'm here at some beach, watching the sunset at 9 PM because I guess that's when the darn thing decided to go below the horizon today. It can get quite hot down here in December, but right now it's perfect. 19 degrees with a light sea breeze tickling my nose and salting my hair. I'm on a holiday with my family in a quiet beach town, in a lovely short-term rental beach house featuring a dishwasher that plays a C major scale every time you wake it up. A comically small desk in comparison to my monitor, and two separate signs reminding me to live, laugh, and also love. Good advice, house. So we're playing board games, sharing drinks, eating far too much food, white wine in the sun, Christmas Barbie, repeating the same jokes we've been telling each other for decades. We even kicked the footy round on this beach yesterday. I felt like a kid again, except now I'm old enough to appreciate it. Today I'm here on my own though, because I just wanted to hang out with my own thoughts and watch the sun do that thing it does every day, invariably, regardless of anything else. I don't do this enough, and chances are neither do you. There's so much complexity and stress in our lives, it's easy to forget that this happens every day, and that it's a reliable source of beauty, of calmness, and respite. The sun doesn't care that my channel is about to hit 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't care that I haven't uploaded in over 2 months, that I've been fighting a battle against the YouTube monetization robot and losing. It doesn't care that I'm looking at it and think it's beautiful. And of course, the sun is right to not care. It's a giant ball of gas that has other things to worry about, like exploding in a few billion years and making sure that it turns enough hydrogen into thorium or whatever the fuck alchemy bullshit goes on up there. And in a sense, I agree with the sun, or at least the personified version of the sun I've invented for the purpose of this sentence. It doesn't matter that my channel is gaining another digit in its subscriber count. 100,000 is just another number, one more than the one before it, one fewer than the one after. But because we descend from weird fish things that happened to be pentadactyls, the dominant counting system of our world makes powers of 10 feel like they're something. In an alternate timeline where the weird fish things we descend from were tetradactyls, I might be more excited about hitting 32,768 subscribers instead, if YouTube still existed. Maybe the monetization robot would be less combative if we only had 8 fingers. Yeah, that's what would be different. It also doesn't matter that I find the sunset to be beautiful. It doesn't affect anything. I can't tell the sun, and even if I could, it wouldn't care. Too busy worrying about why Venus is going backwards. Maybe all families have someone like that. There goes Venus again, orbiting the wrong way. Well, maybe everyone else is going the wrong way. You ever think about that, Jupiter? Entitled prick with all your moons? I believe in you, Venus. Where was I? Oh, YouTube. But that's just one point of view. That these things don't matter. Sure, YouTube's gonna disappear one day and I'm gonna die and the sun will explode and obliterate any trace of my existence and eventually its own, whatever. I hope whoever comes along next puts all that thorium to good use, but all I have is my own experience. And my experience is that I enjoy making videos and music and sharing what I do with this little corner of the world, and it's incredible that I can make it my livelihood. I've met some wonderful people, and my experience is sitting here at the sunset with my thoughts, slowing down and thinking about all this nonsense. My experience is people telling me that my silly videos about the Dragon Show make their lives better. And while that's almost certainly hyperbole in most cases, and people say the same things about things I think are garbage, it's still a life-affirming thing to hear. Apparently, I've entertained millions of people, or at the very least I've killed some time for them. And 100,000 of them have decided to press the little red button, enough to fill the biggest stadium I've seen. The numbers get thousands of times bigger than this, but even this is an incomprehensible number of people. Like, I've seen that many people, I can picture them, but it's impossible to consider all of their lives, their aspirations, their problems, if they watch the sunset and what they think about when they do. I often wonder why people watch what I do, what they like about it, why they subscribed, and the answer I land on is usually some form of I'm just sort of a funny bastard. Some people say I've got some unique insight, or that I'm a talented editor or musician, that I have a sexy voice, but the funny thing is probably the most common thing. But if you really get down to it, there are 100,000 different reasons people have subscribed to my channel. Actually, it's more than that, because some people have unsubscribed, and that's something I'm even more interested in knowing because the negatives always stand out. But let's try not to think about that. I think most importantly though, my experience is shooting the shit with my brothers, and I've spent more than enough time away from them now, so I'm gonna leave you and go play some cards with them. I wish I had a main video for you, but Susan YouTube says no. It's up for patrons, but it'll be public before too long. I don't know who you are, where you are, or what you're doing, but I hope you're doing well and you have a happy Christmas. Thank you so much for everything. I'll see you next year. I fell over here on an unexpectedly slippery piece of basalt. I think I rolled my ankle a little and I bumped my shin, but she'll be right. The bigger problem is I was wearing my cream materia shirt, always be plugging, so now it has a huge green stain on the back where I hit the moss that so effectively bamboozled my lovely walk, so that's a shame. Oh, these are my brother's Game of Thrones thongs he lent me, by the way. They're pretty good and may have stopped me from slipping if I were wearing them at the time. Ah well, thanks anyway, mate.